Good morning. My name is Tony Feliciano and I am the treasurer of your HOA. This is what I hope to be a monthly update that we deliver to you through Facebook in lieu of a published paper newsletter. Before I get into some updates that we want to share with you, for those of you that may not have been able to join the annual board meeting in December, I would like to share a little bit about myself so that you know who I am. I'm originally from Puerto Rico. My family grew up actually under very humble circumstances in a military family, but through hard work and dedication and sacrifice, our family eventually moved to Texas, where I graduated from Plano Senior High and went on to study economics at University of North Texas. I returned later to earn an MBA in finance, and now I'm in the 18th year of my career in commercial banking and couldn't be more thrilled to live in this thriving community. And now for some updates. So what has the board been up to since we got elected in December? Well, I want to encourage you first to go to the HOA page and like and follow, so that way you can receive updates as we share them. The board has been actually meeting weekly for the last several weeks and will continue to do so until we get organized and have priorities set for 2021. We're also getting ready for the first official meeting, which will hopefully be happening soon. Now, as your treasurer, I've been going through all the financial statements and general ledgers to both audit and become familiar with all the HOA expenses, trends, and investigating any abnormal variances. Ultimately, my job as your treasurer, among other things, is to collaborate with RealManage to finalize and approve the budget every year. Others on the board have been focused on many things, among which are processing ACC requests. We're focused on that very much and trying to get ACC requests turned around much faster. We're also developing ideas for how we can improve processes related to ACC requests and other processes as well. We're also updating the Code of Ethics. Each of the board members and committee members must abide by a Code of Ethics. We're updating it to include developing a policy around communication channels and how we can leverage social media such as Facebook to help us succeed as an HOA. It's definitely important though that we put pen to paper on this and really set expectations and boundaries around what is and what is not acceptable content that we can put out on social media due to the potential liability associated with saying the wrong thing. You should know, however, that the official communication channel for the HOA is through RealManage. That said, however, we are working on developing how we can increase and improve the board's presence on Facebook and other social media. Now on to some updates. Let's talk about committees. We need your help. We need volunteers. This is your community, and we want you to take an active role in improving the quality of life in this community. In the past, we've had things like beautification committees who were in charge of keeping the common areas beautiful and making this a desirable community to be in. We no longer have a beautification committee. We need volunteers. There is not a very formal process to forming a committee. So if you have an idea for a committee that you would like to share, please feel free to reach out to us. Send an email to RealManage, or you can send us a message on the HOA Facebook page and we'll get you to the proper channel. I would like to announce though the first committee that we are going to form, and that is called the Satisfaction Survey Committee. Now you're probably laughing at this point, probably laughing out loud. We have been monitoring many Facebook posts and discussions that have shared many concerns about the HOA and the board and the RealManage company. We want to know that we want this HOA to be for you. So we want to hear your feedback, but we need a committee to form and create the survey that will be shared with the community. The idea would be to have this be an annual survey that would be shared with all of our members, and then we could share the results with the entire community. This committee should be made of at least 5 members. Ideally, we would like to have members from the north and from the south and the arbors, so that we can make sure that the unique circumstances of each phase are incorporated into that survey. So if you're interested in volunteering for this survey or any other survey, please let us know. Send us an email, hit us up on HOA Facebook page, or you can even comment on this video and we'll reach out to you to coordinate. Now for some reminders. If you haven't done so already, please go to ciranet.com to establish your homeowner profile. Make sure that your contact information is up to date and that your preferences are up to date, and that you become familiar with the neighborhood bylaws and the CC&Rs. One of the latest enhancements that we've made to our HOA services is that we've published a fillable ACC form. For those of you who have submitted an ACC form in the past, you recall you had to print off a form, handwrite it, scan it, and upload it. Well, now we have a Word version fillable form, which should help with the process so that you can type the description of your project as opposed to handwriting it. Please take advantage of the new fillable form, and like I said, make sure that you read through the neighborhood restrictions, the CC&Rs, so that you're aware of what you can and cannot do. All right, next, we want to thank you for being part of this community. Our goal as your board is to be a force for good and to be an extension of you. We hope to celebrate your triumphs in this format and others, but we need your engagement. We need you to participate. We need you to be a positive contributor. And we want to hear your constructive feedback. After all, we live here and we care. And now on a personal note, in light of all the challenges that we're facing, obviously the most obvious being COVID-19, remember that many of your neighbors may be suffering. Many of your neighbors may have had a recent death of a family member. They might have lost their job. Maybe they took a pay cut. Some of your neighbors own small businesses. Some may be suffering from loneliness or depression. We want to encourage each of you to make an extra effort to meet your immediate neighbors and exchange your contact information. Know their names. Get to know their kids. We want to remind everyone to stay grounded and stay focused on making the best of your home and quality of life in your community. Take pride in your home and in your street. What does that mean? I think I saw a post recently about trash. Well, we had a very windy couple of days there. Take pride in your street means we pick up trash and put it in the trash receptacle. And lastly, treat your neighbors' kids like your kids. Be nice to them, love them, care about them. And remember that your board members are taking upon themselves a job and duty that takes them away from their families for hours every week. We didn't sign up for these positions because we love to receive hate mail. Always be professional in all of your communications with the board. We do our best to get it right every time, but we are human. With that, we look forward to hearing your feedback on this video and would love to see many volunteers for the Satisfaction Survey Committee. Thank you, and we'll see you on the next one.